of my year, I have to say, the Poetry Slam. And well, look at this audience. It's the highlight of your year as well. Last year we had to go past torrential rains. I was coming up Pengasakan and suddenly the road was a river and I was fearing there'd be a small turnout at Tamanbaka. Instead, it was jammed. The love of poetry in this century is undiminished, which is amazing. So it's also particularly important right now with nyala, and without being too serious, it reminds you of the original reason that Shelton Lea and our amazing team founded the Auburn Writers and Readers Festival, is that tourism is so critical to the fundamental economics of Bali. Right now, this is even more important, and it's critically important to the evacuees, but the festival itself, bringing tourists here when other people are turning away, is so vital. So thank you to all of you for still turning up. Can I just say, my love of poetry is completely profound, okay? And in fact, I could say that literally, when I was 15 years old, it saved my life. And I won't bore you with that story, but it's true. So, in honour tonight of Shelton Lea and Barrett Reid, two very important people in my life, both connected me by poetry, and Shelton arguably was, as has been mentioned before, arguably the greatest performance poet ever in Australia. I could walk into the roughest public bar in Sydney or Melbourne or Mount Isa with Shelton, and he'd just start reciting poetry to guys in blue singlets, and the whole bar would quieten, and they'd listen to him, because it's a universal language when you speak the right words. So we celebrate Barrett and Shelton tonight. But more importantly, we're here for the Poetry Slam. And last year's performances were amazing. I actually was knocked out by the performances last year. And it tells you how relevant poetry is to the world in this day and age. It is not a forgotten, archaic craft. It is a vibrant, live craft that this audience is here for. So I'm happy to be the sponsor and celebrate it and enjoy the performance this evening. Thank you.
Play it up one more time for Richard Llewellyn, the reason we are able to have this poetry slam this evening. All right, so before we go any further, I need everyone to pull out their cell phones. Come on, pull them out. All right, so now, do you not have a cell phone, sir? You do? Oh, no, it's not about switching it off, although that will come after this thing. I want everybody to lean in kind of like as close as you are comfortable to the person next to you and take a selfie with them. I am completely serious. Do it now. Take a selfie with them. And now, once you have taken this, I want you to put it up on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever social media you use, and put hashtag UWRF17. Go ahead, y'all. We gotta be on that social media game. Like, people don't take poetry super seriously, so like, if we do this, the festival will be like, yo, there's a lot of posts from this. So like, this is how we stay relevant, y'all. Social media for the digital age. Homeboy in the front doesn't want to take a selfie. Oh yeah! Okay. All right, hashtag UWRF17. Do it. Make the festival happy. All right, and now that you've all done that, and I know who has cell phones in the audience, I see all of y'all upstairs too, put it on silent. All right, so cell phones. All right, so Poetry Slam. Raise your hand if you've never been to one before. Damn, we got like not a whole lot of newbies. So I'm gonna just go through the rules because they kind of tend to differ everywhere you go. Like they're different in America, they're different in Australia, they're different everywhere. I mean, America and Australia are the only places that I've been to poetry slams so far. This is my first one in Bali, so. And I actually got a bit of a say in the rules, so I'm just like, so, each of the 15 poets performing tonight, we had 30 people sign up, so 15 people are gonna get up on stage, and the other 15 are gonna get an amazing show. Also, I'm not opposed to having poetry outside after we're done, so like, yeah, exactly. So like, street poetry, what up? So, each of the 15 poets tonight will perform one poem of their own construction, no cover poems. I know everybody loves Andrew Gibson and East County, all of them. No cover poems, own original stuff. Sorry, I'm like doing the whole like high school thing because I always forget something, so. You will have 3 minutes to perform this poem. You'll have a 10-second grace period. At 3 minutes and 11 seconds, you will have, actually before I get to that, at 3 minutes exactly, you will hear, oh sorry, I didn't set that up very well. At 3 minutes exactly, you will hear, that means you have 10 seconds to finish up your poem and get the fuck off stage. At 3 minutes and 11 seconds, you will lose 1 whole point off of your final score. A whole point, that's a lot. At 3 minutes and 21 seconds, you will lose another full point. You don't want to go over 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Like really, like there's 15 people here who like really, like people are gonna go hard because like 15 slots for 30 people, like the only thing you have any control over as far as the scores go is the time. So don't go over 3 minutes and 10 seconds. All right. What else am I missing? No props, no instruments, no costumes, although I don't think anybody here is really wearing a costume, so I think we're good. It's just you, the microphone, and whatever noises you can make with your body or your voice or whatever, like do the whole like, yeah, that's not a prop, that's just me. So, judging, we have 2 guest judges, and we actually need 3 more, because we need 5 judges for a poetry slam. So, I'm gonna do this at least semi-randomly. I'm just gonna spin in a circle with my eyes closed, and then like, hope I point at somebody, so. White shirt, you sir. Did you put your name in the hat? Did you put your name in the hat to perform tonight? Nope, then you're a judge now. Give it up for white shirt over here. We'll be bringing you pieces of paper and a pen so that you'll be able to write down your scores. All right, we got 2 more judges. You, sir. What's that? Oh, you're in the hat. Okay. Volunteer. No, okay, that's not gonna work. Getting dizzy. You, ma'am, in the black shirt and the purse in your lap. Yep, you. Yep, you. Raise your hand so our volunteers can see you. Oh, hi. Yes, I know you. She's not performing tonight, and her husband is performing, but he's not in the slam. He's the feature, so. Yeah, so she's okay. So you'll be a judge, and you'll be a judge up there. All right, one more. You there in no, you with your thumbs up. Yep, right there. You with the really, actually those are some really cute shoes. Hang on. This young lady right here will be judging as well. All right, we have our 5 judges. And I'm only slightly dizzy because of the beer and the whiskey that I just had. Not to do the spinning at all. All right, so poets, your time starts at the very first word you say. So don't get up here and be like, hi, my name's Ariel, and I wrote this poem about 4 years ago about the... Don't do that, because your time has already started at that point. And you, like we said, 3 minutes, 11 seconds, that is a whole point off of your final score. Also, judges, y'all don't have to worry about deducting scores. We've got a timekeeper taking care of all of that. So you just give your, whatever score you feel best, which will be between 1 and 10, preferably with 1 decimal point. So if you're thinking, I'll just give this person a 7.
Hey, your 3
give
minutes
them,
are up.
give them a 7.1 maybe. Or if you don't think it's as good as a 7.1, give them a 6.9. We need 1 decimal point so we don't have ties, because we're poets, not mathematicians. I'm really bad at math, y'all. It was really bad for me. So, we have 5 judges. The highest score and the lowest score will both be dropped, so the middle 3 scores will add up to whatever out of 30 points, with 10 being the highest you can get. Judges, please don't give me a 10.5 or a 10.8 or whatever. It's just gonna be a 10. Don't do that. Also, 1 decimal point. If you go to 7.888889, we're just gonna give them 7.9. Again, poets, not mathematicians. Sorry, I keep looking at you. There's other judges around. I think that's everything that I have to do. That's everything I got written on my hand, so I think that's everything. So, are y'all ready for a poetry slam? No, we're not. We have to have a sacrificial poet first. So, the sacrificial poet, judges, this is kind of y'all's calibration. So you're gonna give the sacrificial poet a score even though they're not technically competing in the slam. And because it sucks to go first. And you will give them a score and they will kind of be your barometer. So there's a thing called score creep where the poets who go at the very beginning get really low scores and the poets who go at the very end get really high scores. We don't want to do that. We want to be kind of fair. So whenever you're scoring any poet after this, remember your score for the sacrificial poet. Okay? Clear? Awesome. All right. Please give it up for our sacrificial poet of the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival 2017. That's a lot of words. Virginia!
If boys don't cry, girls don't shout, because boys are strong and girls are weak. If boys get tattoos, girls get contour, because boys are wild and girls are polite. If boys have short hair, girls have long hair, because boys have shorts and girls have skirts, blue, black, pink, white. Everything must be classified. Everything must be categorized. Customized isn't a choice. You don't follow, you don't count. You don't follow, you're not recognized. That's what I was taught as a girl. To be seen as a real girl. As a girl who ended up isn't so girly, here's what I learned. 1. Well, boys learn how not to cry. Girls are crying because of them. We are so used to hearing to say, it's okay to cry and let him to pacify, but nuh-uh. Instead of getting a headache, I'm getting up for a proof. I'll walk up to you and roar in fierce what chill means, because I'm more than worthy, and that's how I got named bitch. 2. There's 2 kind of women. Those who fancy natural look and those who would claim up glitters, and both are different, but yet the same, as both would agree that a girl who doesn't paint her lips, who doesn't walk in on tiptoes, who doesn't curve her curve, who doesn't wrap her curved ties are nothing but a stand-up comedy material. An extra sidekick character, interface, confused, lost. Think that girl, hopefully she will hit their puberty soon, right? In the most clear-headed mind, I say that I don't want a doll to show up. I'm my own picture. I am my own picture. I am my own picture, and that's how I got ditched from the girly category. 3. My least favorite outfit is my most favorite, but she never says a thing. When I showed up to my friends with a brand new smile and a new sick new hair, they laugh, shocked, and disappointed. Why, Virgie? Why? Did someone broke your heart? What happened? happened to you? Why do you suddenly now look like a... No words spilled from me, yet I'm showered with boy stain all over my face. Like, if you must know, I will wear anything. I will wear a bow tie. I will get the boycott if I want. I'm my own picture. Go teach me from the category if there's only one way to describe me. Go call me a bitch if that's the only thing that you have in mind. When I know myself, when I know that I'm not just cherry on top, that I am the whole cake, go call me that. I am my own picture. I am my own color. I'm not a man that you can fit in a column. I am my own color. I am my own picture. If you're looking for a girl to match your list, I'm not the one, because my lists are countless. My lists are numberless. I am my own picture. I will wear anything what I think is fine. I will wear a bow tie. I will get the boycott if I want, because I know I will look damn good.
Okay, can we get this judge another pen? All right, we have, oh God, okay. I was gonna try and do low to high, but that doesn't seem to be working out super well for me. All right, so, all right, we've got a 7.5. We've got a 6.8. We've got a 6.9. 6.9. We've got a 7.1, and we've got a 6.1. Give it up once again for Virginia. We got some harsh judges up in here. Usually there's like one really harsh judge, and I like end up picking on them a lot because it's fun for me as the host. But no, like we got all harsh judges, so like poets, steel yourselves. All right. I have 30 names in this hat. Only 15 are coming out, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Well, some of them, but not all of them. So, please give a warm welcome to Ildem Essin.
I want to be a book, so people don't judge me by my cover, because my cover is just a preface for prejudice. To you, I'm just a white page made from white muslin, misread left to right. How can you be a white Muslim? I want to be a book, a holy book read word by word. I want to be God's work. But not the one that turns knights into shattering glass, not the one that turns tanks into toy soldiers, with children throwing rocks at concrete blocks to fight the oppression for right of education. Berzaplah University changed red stained glass so many times they got buried in nothing but dignity. I don't want to be the book that turns homes into ruins, into lockless keys, into refugees with no right to return. Because apparently this soil was sold voluntarily. They never were asked to leave in the first place, so you say, always get alarmed before you drop bombs on the roofs. 2 minutes, exactly. And actually, it's just a warning, never a request, so you say, they decided to leave, so you say, decided to pack their key, make an heirloom necklace. Inheritance date? 1948. I want to be a book. But not the one that calls apartheid democracy, not the one that has the audacity to deny Mandela when he says our freedom is incomplete. I don't want to be the book that encourages white men to build borders on artificial borders, build walls on Aboriginal bones that sing songs so old you won't even know. I want to be a book that replaces rocks and children's hands, offers locks to keys, chained around the necks of grannies with hijabs so tight they became deaf to the death of their own stolen homes. I want to be a book that screams out that colonialism lives, that there is a settler, even if the history book tells us it's over. You see, history doesn't repeat itself. It becomes present day. It continues, just in a different way. So put your fist up high, rise. Yeah, Philistine, tomorrow you'll be free. Thank you.
We have a 7. It's not a decimal point, man. We need more decimal points next time. All right, we've got a 6.1. We have a 7.8. Come on, y'all. I did the countdown ages ago. We got a 6.3. And we got a 6.5. Give it up one more time for the poem. All right. Up next, please give it up for Hiru Atoni. That was sweet. Hiru Atoni. He's on his way. One more time, Hiru Atoni.
Selamat malam. Puisi ini baru saya tulis karena mendadak. Seks. Anak-anak menangis kehilangan orang tua. Orang tua menangis tinggalkan ingatan. Lantas kemana ingatan? Lantas kemana tangisan? Kehilangan? Tapi kita menikmatinya. Kita sama-sama hidup dan mati tak saling kenal. Terima kasih.
Alright, judges. Scores in. 3. Oh, you did. You already up there. 3, 2, 1. Put 'em on. We're still waiting on one person. There we go. Okay. We've got a 6.1. We've got a 6.8. We have a 6.5. Yep. We've got a 5.1 and a 4.1. Give it up for the poem. I'm not looking at the names, I promise. I don't actually know that many people who showed up, so we're better. All right. Please give it up next for Adu Puisi.
We, the poets. We, the poets, are so good at dissecting emotions. Take one down and place it under a microscope and cut it open. Examine what's oozing beneath our open, frail skin. We call them disasters. Call them mistakes, call them everything we're not so proud of, and bag them up into a suitcase, carry them around. Make metaphor out of everything. Beautify all the ugly. Anything to make the world a better place to be. We, the poets, the archivists who prescribe that thick lenses to provide that 2020 romantic visions, creating our own sweet distortions. We, the inspirations behind all the love song and the radio, feeding the fat butterflies inside everyone's stomachs. We are always wired down to be lovesick, always in need to stay high, to stay hedonistic and apologetic to the idea of happily ever after. If love is a losing game, then we the poets draw a victim card close to our heart and hold it like a muse. And sometimes We step in too close into the eye of the hurricane. We swim too deep into the bottom of every matter to find all the answers. So we lock in ourselves at night, sucking on our bone marrow until it's dry, descending into a brand new low. And we pray with our words into the sky, hoping that things can fall into the right places. But what if things don't? What if we, the poets, the cursed and the blessed, who try to take control of this very mess, we, the one who refers our soul, our body, as the earth, the home, never truly believed in any sentences we wrote. Maybe we must unattach ourselves from certain things and see them for the way they are. Maybe we, the poets, are still in need of a new hobby. Maybe we, the poets, the mere, the non-magical, the non-mystic human beings, must reinvent ourselves every day. Thank you.
Judges, scores in. 3, 2, 1. Come on! Alright. Still waiting on one. Okay, we got it. Alright. We have an 8.1. We have another 8.1. We have a 7.3. We have another 7.3. Waiting the last one. Alright, we're gonna end a 6.5. Give it up for the poet. We can have a dance break later, just letting y'all know. Please give it up next for Gracia Tobing. Gracia here. Is Gracia here? Oh, there she is. Give it up for Gracia.
Datangnya haba Raja mufakat dengan menteri seperti kebun berbakar duri betul.
Pernah aku hanyut di lamun keningku. Sebuah distraksi dari ada. Alih-alih senyum, tawa hambar bertamu. Alih-alih manis, diam kecut menyambung. Aku tengah mendayung umpama. Baiknya itu dieja, lebihnya diraup hati. Saat berkata, aku selaraskan angguk. Kemudian disambar ingatan semu, menggali ulang asmara datarnya suara. Inilah asrama. Dan aku tamunya. Tak mungkin dijamu, hanya pakai dagu, disuap udara, dibekal nafas agar esok datang menyebar. Bawa tabungan, berkantung nyawa. Sunsang risih, awan melambat, tanda malu. Lalu diam-diam menyapu tanah tersapu. Diam-diam ada yang terjun dari asal, berupa hayangan berbentuk hayal. Aku bukan? Mungkin, pasti bukan. Ternyata itu ialah orang yang bukan aku. Katanya teman, ialah aku yang satunya lagi. Tapi bukan teman, bukan pula aku. Itu orang datang bawa hati. Waktu pulang sengaja dibuat ketinggalan. Dibuang payah, dikirim tak guna. Ini hati. Berat adanya, canda-canda tentang hati, makin pendam, makin hampa, makin busuk, lalu terlupa. Buat apa? Harta karun tak mungkin terurai. Dulu orang bicara pakai hati, sekarang diam-diam membanting peti. Lalu berapa? Tanya berapa engkau pun enggan. Tukar-menukar ini, timpang untungnya. Sini, bebanku sayang. Sini, sini, bebanku sayang. Sini, sini, bebanku sayang. Sini, sini, kemari, kemari bebanku sayang. Kemari, kemari bebanku sayang. Sana sini dibebankan sayang. Sana sini bebanku sayang. Satu persatu baiknya menyatu.
Alright, judges, scores in 3, 2, 1. We're getting faster. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, we've got an 8.3. We got another 8.3. We got an 8.5. We got a 6.8. And one more score and a 7.1. Give it up for the poet. Alright, we got one more poet and then we're gonna have a dance break. Y'all thought I was kidding. I'm not. Please give it up next for Emmy Sui. Emmy here? Emmy, everybody.
Selamat malam. Ibu, kembali pada ingatan masa lalu. Aku seperti debu hinggap di atas batu. Bibirku keluh pada pelukan waktu. Senja yang basah dipeluk angin sepoi-sepoi. Teringat masa lalu saat ibu menyanyikan lagu sendu pengantar tidurku, tak lelo 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 ledu, tak lelo 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 ledu. Aku rindu ibu. Bu, cintamu sepanjang masa, dimekarkan musim, disejukkan embun, dihangatkan matahari. Cintamu semesta, lebih luas dari lautan, lebih tinggi dari gunung, lebih melangit dan membukit. Bu, aku rindu. Aku rindu belayan lembutmu. Doa yang terngiang menjadi penerang. Bu, engkau Tuhan kecilku. Aku rindu engkau, Ibu. Aku rindu engkau menyanyikan lagu itu. Tak lelo, 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 ledu. Tak lelo, 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 ledu. Terima kasih.
Give it up one more time for the poet. Alright, y'all have lost way energy from the beginning. Alright, I'm getting scores in a second. We're gonna fix that. Alright, judges, scores in 3, 2, 1. Put them on. We have. Alright, good. Y'all are ready now. We've got a 6.3. Damn, we got another 6.3. Y'all are some consistent judges. We got a 6.5. We got a 6.1. And we got a 6.2. Give it up one more time for the poet. So, now, we're going to have a 5-minute break. 5 minutes. So, what we're going to do is, if you need a drink or want to buy your host one, now's your time to go to the bar and support an establishment that is supporting poetry. However, we are also going to have a dance break. So please, do not make me dance all by my damn lonesome up here. I'm going to be dancing no matter what, but I ain't about to just give y'all a show. So I was told that we were going to put on What was the name of this music again? Dandung. I have never heard this music in my life, and I'm about to dance to it, so y'all will almost certainly be better at it than I will. So come on, stand up, stand up. Y'all are also like, y'all let me down with the whole like energy thing, because at the beginning y'all were like, wah! And now you're just like, so we're getting the energy back up. All right, DJ, where's that music? Oye, DJ, ¿dónde está la música? What's going on? There we go. I don't see all dancing in the back. I can see y'all in the back. It is live. Sweltering establishment even hotter. Alright, so we're gonna get back into the poetry slam in just a moment. Miles, don't sit down yet. We're going to hear a short poem because once again it sucks to go first, and this is kind of like the second of the three little breaks we're gonna have here. Or the second of the, not really rounds, but like, we've separated the poets into three sections, and after the break, it kind of sucks to go first, so please welcome to the stage the creative director of Word Travels in Melbourne, Australia, the bringer of Poetry Slam to Australia, Miles Merrill.
That's working? Great. So that was a little poem called Some Sounds Cannot Be Written Down. But you know, if tonight had a nose, of course it would be running from the bridge on down. Tonight's thick calves would cha-cha-cha, holes in your dance floor. Its hair, black fire, under control, but still dangerous. Tonight's face, Venus in the open sky. Yes, it's a mask over back alleys, wet with trash, rancid with rats, but its eyes are green, flashing lights saying go, 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 go. Tonight's body, heavenly, with little needle holes to let the stars shine through. If tonight were me, I would kill the sun and never let you go. Boom, beats like a big bass drum and moans like red cordial mixed with scotch through a saxophone. Tonight's lips would always be pouting and puckered on some poor, cheap, sick movie star. Its voice of kabillion cars revving with alarm. And I tell you, it breathes. It's breathing now. Sweet frangipani breeze. And when morning comes creeping through the back door, and all sane people, let's face it, they're asleep. There's just me and you, playing in the abandoned puddles of dawn. And that's tonight. Thank you.
Miles Merrill, everybody. Let me tell you, I got to go. It's fine, it's all fine. I got to go on tour with Miles earlier this year, and the man loves his puns. The worse they are, the more he loves them. They are excruciating. But he was really happy that I wore this shirt because it is itself a pun, and it also references puns. And I thought, of course, what else would I wear to a poetry slam? Oh, like nice clothes? So, getting back into the poetry slam. Give it up next for Lydia Agustina. Lydia, everybody.
Moonlight, for the former governor of Jakarta, whose name means the moonlight. Dear moonlight, it's like a storm inside my head when they announced that you'd be gone for 2 years, going behind bars for saying something that's taken out of context. And they say that your mouth needs to learn a lesson of decency and respecting other people's theology. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, honestly, any other day, you need to learn to shut it, I'd say. But this is a pivotal election in a country rife with corruption, where the norm is negotiation between powerhouses abusing integrity, policy, and religion. I watch you being taken away, isolated like a criminal, while all you did was making sure we receive what we should get. We, including the very people wanting you dead. Moonlight, 2 years aren't long. Maybe here we don't belong. You've shown me that in this country, we learn to accept that being a minority means defending our sanity, regardless of our identity. But you've paved a way for us, the young here, a way that you should care for the people first at the end of the day. Thank you.
All right, judges. Scores in 3, 2, 1. Come on. All right, we have a 7.5. We have an 8.1. We have a 5.5. We have a 5.9. And we have a 9.8. Give it up. up next for Noah Borgard. Noah, you're out there, wave at me. Oh, there he is. Noah, everybody.
Yeah. I remember my kitchen table. I remember the discomfort of sitting there. My back against the back of a broken chair. In my old apartment, in an old house, on a busy street in Cologne, where once was my world, where once was my life, where sitting was all I did. Sitting at that goddamn kitchen table, staring at the stains and the scratches, staring at the marks on the surface that once seemed oh so flawless, staring at me. Marks that have been left there due to reckless behavior and sleepless nights. In other words, just life. So I'm thinking about marks, whether I had left them or whether I would be doing so in the future. Sitting, thinking about marks. Pouring myself another glass of wine, Sauvignon Blanc, cheap. Only €3, promising me my 5 minutes of calm, while in reality, adding fuel to the fire. One more sip. I'm still thinking about marks. One more sip. I'm thinking about marks, thinking about people, thinking about life. One more sip. Filling my brain with poison and memories. No, when I'm thinking about it, poisonous memories. One more sip. My hands are no longer belonging to me, trying to shield me from all of these memories. One more sip. I'm feeling dizzy and weak. I'm trying to defeat these memories, but they won't let go of me. I'm taking punches over punches from people I once knew, from people I know, from people I will never know. I'm taking punches from missed opportunities, from failed expectations and wasted time. One last sip. Ding. Knockout. I'm looking at the empty glass in my hand, observing the empty bottle in front of me. Only 2 thoughts are left in my head. 1, I am fighting myself. 2, I am losing. So what else could I do than asking for help? But all that I get is only one phrase. Honey, it's all in your head. Again, adding fuel to the fire. Because this is the place I'm calling my home. My head is an ocean of thoughts deeper than you could ever imagine, with waves higher than the mind can reach. My head is a hurricane destroying shelters and houses which could leave me with no place to stay. My head is an arena where I'm fighting with monsters Hercules would have never dreamed of. My head is a place where I'm the villain and the hero. My head is my mother, my father, and my brothers. Ah! My head is the cashier with that crooked smile. My head is an old woman. My head is the mailman. My head is fucking empathy. My head is the place where I feel love and hate, which isn't such a huge difference if you think about it. My head is building cities with houses scraping the sky, but within the same breath, it will tear them all down. My head is my past, my present, and future, while the past is my anchor and the future my life. But my head is stuck in the present, wondering whether it should keep sinking or starting to fly. My head is my hope, and it could be my friend. It could lift me up on my feet again, and it could help me to stand. My head is my freedom, my side, my world, my side of the world, with 1 billion neurons pushing inspiration through my veins. Ah! In my head, I'm the author. I'm the one pulling the strings. I'm metaphorically holding the pen. I can write what I want, a drama, a love song, a comedy. I can write a song about a kitchen table. I can write a story about a kitchen table. Now I'm standing here, dizzy, with only 2 thoughts in my head. 1, you're right, honey, it's all in my head. And 2, sometimes you should let go of the past.
Okay, we've got a 6.9, we've got a 6.8, we've got 5.7, yeah. We've got a 4.4 and a 4.5. harsh judges. Give it up for the poet.
Memenangkan dirinya daripada yang lain dapat kesalahannya. Carilah olehmu akanlah api yang baik.
Please give it up next for Wayne Wayan.
Ragamu fakat dengan menteri seperti kebun berpagar duri. Hati kepada raja tanda.
Wayne, if you're here.
Kerja hukum adil atas rakyat tanda raja boleh inayah kasihkan orang.
Wayne Wayan. Give it up for Wayne.
A penny for your thoughts I spent in over today. I got a blue crystal earring, help me mend my ways. I'm on a new diet based on sacred kata-kata. I'm wearing We Are yoga gear. I'm an ethical guy. 'Cause I have the means, I mean to have peace of mind. I've come all this way, not one or the other, bully. You're stuck in between. You wanna be cool, my brother. Can't say what you mean. You stand in a rice field, sister, but your back never bends. Any trinket I've got now, bully. Morning price, my friend. While you find your mindset, just spend and spend and spend. I'm a man of the rainbow, that's what I wanna be. You're a greedy monkey, bully. Take more than you need. The border of Bali, baby. Lord of all I see. The temple of Bali, bully. Become a den of thieves. Since you made your mind up to buy what is divine, I'll pick up your hand. Why is there sunshine in your soft smile today? Why do you care about me? I'm just a bully. There is a spirit we call Taksu. You can't hold in your hand. I place my hand over my heart to make you understand. You just make your mind up to simply let it shine. Thank you.
Poetry slam, poetry, street poetry. I might be there. All right, up next, please give it up for Mel Fulton. Give it up for Mel.
to hear when a friend says, maybe you should see a counsellor, with a shrug, when you tell them about your depressive/paranoid tendencies and ask them, with a qualifier, I know this is petty, but why don't you ever like any of my Instagram posts? And yes, you judging cunts, I am ashamed. But don't tell me you haven't ever wondered, on a dark and mouldy night, in the hairy corners of your soul, why that one didn't even crack 50. Maybe you should see a counsellor. Why don't you just slap me in the face with a teacher's oversized novelty ruler, such is the distance you wish to establish between us, when I am sobbing at the dinner table, mumbling apologies for the Loch Ness monster I have become. Also, I know, why not cut off all of my skin, snip, snip, and put it in the intensive cold wash cycle overnight so that I can be clean again in my meat suit, fresh and protected from heartless and judgmental cunts like you. I'm sorry. It's a malfunctioning relationship between my oblivion-oriented, hopeless frontal lobe and my cardinal Aries fuck-everyone backbone of steel. That is determined that, yes, my online presence does matter, and even if you don't actually authentically, legitimately, artistically, or otherwise like the photos, fuck you. Supposed to be friends like them anyway, because the apocalypse is nigh and I am your loyal friend who loves you and who is sad and who needs reassurance, and the most base level kind of reassurance, TBH. It's not hard. Just touch your finger twice quickly on the screen. And anyway, if Sartre were alive, Camus too, and Kerouac the influencer, it's not hard to imagine on the road as a series of status updates, in my honest opinion. They would have posted selfie after selfie, staring into the void of the iPhone's tiny lens, asking, am I beautiful? Do I care? Like if you think I exist. But I don't want to be like them either, dead and a man, famous for being sad. I want to cash in on an enviable lifestyle. Isn't it a kind of small mercy that the truth of my geography is both under the covers in my bed of despair crying and contemplating the rhododendron garden at Olinda? There's kindness in that. My heart is an old running shoe in a tumble dryer, but don't worry. I'm booked in to see my counsellor tomorrow. Thank you.
Judges, I need scores in 3, 2, 1. Put 'em on. There we go. All right, we have an 8.6. We have a 9.6. We have an 8.5. We have an 8.1. And we have an 8.3. Give it up. We got one more poet before we go into another break. Again, go support the bar that supports poetry. I stole that line from another poetry venue person who also hosts a thing at a bar, but it's a good line. Support the bar that supports poetry. All right. I know what I'm doing. That whiskey hasn't kicked in yet. All right, please give it up next for Mayara. Is Mayara here? If you're here, Mayara, wave your hand at me really fast. No? No? Mayara? Alright, Mayara, if you're in here, you have literally like 3 seconds before I just like put your name inside and we pull up another name and you miss your chance. M-A-Y-A-R-A. Mayara. 3, 2. No, there's just a first name on here. Mayara. 3, number 25. Mayara Andrade. 3, 2, 1. Lost your shot. That means everybody else's chances just went up by 1. Damn, that whiskey did hit me really hard. Oh, giggling and shit. All right, please give it up next for Pablo Gentise. Pablo is here, yes. For the love of Christ, let Pablo be here. Do what? I can't hear anything over the music. He's coming? He's right there? Is he on his way? Yes. Okay, good.
All right, I'm coming.
All right, Pablo's on his way. Give it up for Pablo.
Carilah olehmu angkatlah kami yang baik berakal dan tak berbudi. Daripada memuji diri hendaklah sabar, biar daripada orang jadi kafir.
Okay. From your gilded tower, oh say can you see? Take a look downtown. That's the Statue of Liberty. And in the home of the brave and the land of the free, greatness is built on cultural diversity. And what makes America really great is about freedom and brotherhood, built on love, not built on hate. Well, you pissed off the people and you don't seem to care. You pissed off the Russians and they fucking put you there. You pissed off our allies and they stood by through it all. Where we should be building bridges, you want to build walls. You astound us with your lack of knowledge. You probably paid off the Electoral College. You've abandoned the Rust Belt, and now they're all left in their freezing trailers, cooking moonshine, cooking meth. But from your gilded tower, oh say, can't you see? The people are brave in the land of the free. And when they finally rise up and shatter your tower of glass, you might find out that money can never buy class. Dignity and diplomacy, that's a president's art. You can't run the country from a golden golf cart. You're ruining the world with your greed and your hate, but the people will stop you before it's too late. And when the parasites and the sycophants and the generals that gather around you, they come up with a solution that will probably confound you. You find out it's apparent that you don't know what you're doing, but they'll warn you about the people you're screwing. They're coming together to rise up to resist you. You think that you're liked? Man, the people detest you. When they uncover the dirt, what's your reaction? Lob a few missiles and cause a distraction. Lies and hatreds, they're a bigot's creed, while in faraway deserts our soldiers bleed. It's peace and harmony is what the world needs, not a doctrine based on division and greed. Try taking our freedoms, heat up global warming, turn a blind eye to the obvious warning. When things get tough and they start naming names, you'll squirm like a worm and try shifting the blame. You've turned on everyone who once stood beside you. The world's revolted by the hatred inside you. In your egotistic grab for power and glory, you forget that even Satan, at least he sticks to his story. We're counting the minutes. I can just see the tweet. I resigned. I wasn't impeached. But it's not too late before things get really bad for you to pull out, you know, like your father should have.
I need scores in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got an 8.0. We have a 9.3. We have a 6.3. We have a 7.5, and we have a 6.5. Give it up for the poet! So, we're going to take another 5-minute break. I will not make you dance this time. If you want to dance, please do so, because dancing is good cardio exercise for everybody, and everybody should do it. But also, this is your chance to go to the bar, get a drink, support the slowly establishment. And in 5 minutes, we will come back, and we will have our feature poet, Mark Nair of Singapore. So we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Maybe poets don't pull this out because you might hit me in the nose with it after your poem is over. Alright, so. Before we continue with the last 5 poets of the evening, we have a special guest feature. Mark Nair is from Singapore. He writes poetry and takes photographs bearing witness to beauty, truth, and hope. He's published 7 volumes of poetry and is a seasoned poetry slammer, which is probably good for y'all since he's not competing with you. Having performed spoken word for over 10 years. That's over a decade of performing. I've been at this for like 3.
He's also a founding member of local spoken word troupe Party Action People. Mark has also set his poems to music. To date, he has released 2 spoken word albums with his band Neon and Wonder. He's worked on multidisciplinary projects with visual artists, painters, playwrights, and dancers, and believes in the collaborative power of the arts. He has not 1, not 2, but 3 books for sale in the Indus Bookshop, which you can visit tomorrow morning. You probably want to do that before 5 p.m. because that's when we're all supposed to pick up our books. So you have till 5 p.m. tomorrow. The books are called The Poet of Unlove, Spomenic, like spoken word music, Spomenic, and Postal Code. Please give a very warm welcome to Mark Nair.
I am the poet of unlove. I wear shades on blind dates. I call you only by your surname. I describe your beauty inappropriately. You're a perfect isosceles triangle. You're a sexy concrete pillar. I imagine your body turning, and my semen mixers move in the night. I am into the shape of your assets. Financial, not physical. I quote stats and not the stars in your eyes. I almost always travel alone. I sleep with a stuffed animal, a small lion. His name is Boo Boo. I'm the poet of unlove. I live with my parents. I turn away when women check me out. Well, I only look for intelligent foreheads, nothing below the eyebrows. I'm coy while being forthright. It leads to numerous questions, the best way of defining a relational status. I am about as interesting as a book on the institutionalist approach to public utility regulation. My idea of a romantic mixtape is painted black, heart-shaped box, and have you ever really loved a woman? You are more likely to get an orgasm by running on a treadmill at the gym or doing crunches than by hanging out with me. All my kisses come from Hershey's. I like heavy petting with woolly sheep at the zoo. I undress in the dark. Not even Boo Boo watches me. I go on dating sites and create chat rooms about everything but romance, carpal tunneling, organic bricklaying, the evils of broccoli, anything but love. My tweets are too short for you to think I can commit to long form. My blog posts can be read in under a minute. I like you to get in and out of my sight quickly. Don't bother leaving a comment. I'd rather wake up to spam the next morning. I am the poet of unlove. I compare love to loose underwear, to garbage disposal operations, to untied shoelaces, to crowded trains after a long day at work, to hiccups. Yes, love is like hiccups. Unwanted, irritating, embarrassing. In my poems, there is only me, like a TV dinner without the TV. You are on the doorstep, ringing the bell, waiting to surprise, because you believe home is where the heart is. But I am never home. Good evening, everybody. My name's Mark, and I come from Singapore, and I'm really, really glad to be here at Ubud, and very, very stoked to have a few minutes to share some of my poems with you. Now, did you know that there is an area of plastic trash the size of France in the North Pacific Ocean? An application has been made to the United Nations for it to become a country. And that makes me very excited, because ever since I heard Katy Perry's lyric, "Did you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again?" I've always longed to float away, and now I can. So I'm going to the plastic pelago to become a citizen of this country with a half-life of forever. Nothing can ravish the plastic pelago. Plastic is immune to disease, to ants, to fashion. I'm going there with a pile of debris, which is the official currency. I'm going to build me a Tupperware castle. It's stormproof and airtight. I'll have plastic bath curtains, plastic bed sheets, plastic shirts, plastic shoes. I'll watch plastic memories and eat fish that have pieces of plastic in them. I won't use the same piece of plastic twice, no, because I am a contributing citizen to the plastic archipelago. Now, nature helps out too. Dead whales wash up on acrylic beaches, stomachs full of plastic bags. Seagulls crash onto fields of water, mineral bottles, tangled up in cable ties. Some days I imagine the oceans are sheets of corrugated plastic, gently undulating, having achieved ultimate convergence through the act of some welding god, and all the fish are banging their heads underneath, desperate to reach the surface, and then slowly succumbing to the taste of plastic like a new religion. In an ecstasy, they keep coming back for more. The plastic archipelago is growing, and all this debris is indestructible. I'm going there with my entire record collection, which is, you guessed it, made of plastic. Will we ever stop? Maybe not. Maybe one day we'll wake up and the sky is cling wrap, the clouds are polyester, and a black albatross is coming for us all. Its plastic beak shining in the sun. On to happier things. Well, not maybe. So this word is the same in Malay and in Indo. It means botak. And I guess you all know what it is. For those who don't, it means bald. So a bit more than a year ago, I made this momentous decision to shave my head. And it took me a whole year to gather up the courage to write about it. So you're one of the few audiences I've ever done this poem for. And this is honestly, it's going out to all the men who are balding, are thinking of shaving because they're balding, and have shaved because they're bald. This is for you. This is the brota. Your hair is the glory of your head, the pinnacle of product, the crown of achievement. Free of dandruff, it exhales a glow of protective filament. But then one day, someone takes a casual photo of you from the back, and then you imagine it's a little bit thinner in the center. But no, that can't be true. Your father and your father's father had full heads of hair into their 70s. But it's a surer sign than stars aligning, this unwanted sighting, this male pattern baldness that begins to chart a receding constellation around the orbit of my discomfort. And I imagine that everyone looks at me pitiful and sad-eyed. In truth, nobody judges, because when I look at balding guys, I don't see them as any less, but I always felt inferior when other people looked at me. So, balding guys out there, listen to me. It's not your fault. We love you. It's a horrible thing to live with, but you will survive. And here's the thing, balding guys, you don't have to stay in this funk forever. While other people shave during hair for hope, you look in the mirror and think, hair, no hope. But listen. To shave is to save. Say it with me. To shave is to save. So raise that off the ing from balding and your B-A-L-D. It's a hideous new world, unfettered by comb-overs, unnatural fringes to hide hair loss and caps. You're free. It's like women going braless. You stand out in a crowd. And when you shave, you know it was totally the right thing to do. It's like quadruple chocolate ice cream after jogging, or watching Wheel of Fortune while having chicken pox. You look at hair growth salesmen and laugh at them. No need for Regain or hair serum or gallbladder extract from some near extinct exotic beast. No, baldiness is next to holiness. The sheen from your shine is its own halo. And women are seriously attracted to bald men. I don't know why. Maybe we remind them of a giant penis. Heads up. Most importantly, the minute you shave bald, you automatically join an exclusive club. Membership is by shave only, and it lasts a lifetime unless you get hair implants. But don't do that. Nobody will trust you again. So what's this club, you ask? Have you heard, my friends, of the Brota? The Brota is a select group of Botak brothers who are comrades for life. So just imagine you're in a meeting about to pitch a major presentation to your client, and then in walks the CEO. Dude, he's a Brota. He nods to you, you nod to him, and you're done. You don't need to present. He's down with whatever you have to say. You're in a bar, right? You want to get drinks for your date. The bartender catches your eye. Dude, he's a Brota! He's got your back. You're paying single prices for double shots all night long. So remember, to shave is to save. One more time. To shave is to save. Thank you. So I come from Singapore, and how many people have been to Singapore? Okay. Good for you. Now, recently the Singapore Tourism Board released a promotional video, the new campaign for Singapore, and the tagline is "Where passion is made possible." Now, I'm not quite sure what kind of passion they're referring to, whether they want tourists to come to Singapore to reproduce or... But because most of you have been to Singapore, know what Singapore is like, this poem hopes to show you a different side of my country. There is no place like this, with flattened ideas, hearts and hills. There is no place for those who deny the whitewashed will. This is the place where passion is a Motsin word, raised up to be worshipped by an undercut, lit, shook herd. But passion is also suffering, stateless, disoriented, frustrated from raids and dreams disappeared. A wish to have a full meal, lights on at night, to make good on impossible loans. No rats gnawing at your toes, to love who you want to love. But this is a place where you cannot love freely. So when people visit, what is it they really see? They won't hear about one people, one nation. They don't care for our songs of celebration. They only see success stories, buildings that clip the clouds, shops full of bright baubles, trains that wear no frown. They don't see the offerings swept up by workers with no minimum wage behind maximum fences. When race is not about the finish line, but the color of our skin, and all of the others are lost in the spin. When the boxes that keep us apart help to keep our nation smart. When the leaders that we need are voted least likely to succeed. This is the place with world-class education and bad grammar littered everywhere, where schools are processions of paperwork and real learning is after-school tuition care. This is where we live amongst the splendor of trees, but insist on double-bagging styrofoam plastic wrap packaging. This is where creativity becomes a hashtag, and then a graded course in 3 sessions with a complimentary tote bag. This is where all we are passionate about, gambling, shopping, Instagramming, is made possible with minimum payment cravings. This is a place where we roll dice, leave on the red lights, patrol with swagger, check IDs to prevent terror, where we claim to be secure, claim to endure, but will not stop to ask if people are okay, because we are messaging our monsters instead. The back streets are abandoned trolleys and non-existent homeless, when graffiti is state-sanctioned, told the line wholeness, when nostalgia is best sold with one storyline, where we're told what to do and do what we're told time after time, and any way out needs a license, and any other opinion means silence, where impossibilities lead to endless possibilities, and then censorship, and then fewer possibilities, until all that's left is a national education lesson on harmony, where who you were will not be who you will become, not unless your name is meritocracy. This is where compassion should be made compulsory, but all we get is a country we love to hate, and passion becomes just another word for never being sorry. One more poem? I have one more poem. Do you guys know what a torrent is in terms of internet? Okay. I'm not going to ask how many of you download torrents. No, don't worry about that. But it is, there is a religion of file sharing in Sweden. So if you're from Sweden, the world thanks you. And I'm not kidding, it exists. It's called kopimism. Kopi is a Swedish word for copy. So this is my poem in honor of that. It's called O Holy Torrent. O holy torrent, full of light and love, send us your blessed broadband from above. Holy torrent, from thee is born the seed to freely share with everyone in need. Fellow believers of the Church of Kopimism, all those who hold that copying information is a sacred virtue of file sharing, welcome. I bring you a message today on the need to share. Kopimism is not just a religion. It is a relationship, the need to bond between the bits and bytes of our lives. Ours is a community that exists in fragments we often see in part. But should the bandwidth open in our favor, we would be made whole. Yet there are those who come against us. They sue our generals and format our servers. Law.com of Castle Mega Upload has fallen. Yet all the more will we pray to Saint Napster, patron saint of Kopimisms everywhere. For according to QWERTY, our sacred manual, we have been released from the law, having died to that which held us captive, so that we serve in a new way, and not the old way of the written code. For all we want to do is liberate music, movies, and pictures from the curse of the law, and redeem them by the grace of our holy torrent. All hail torrent. But beware, my beloved seeders, of those who do not give as they have been given. Yea, they are selfish leeches, hiding behind anonymous firewalls, keeping the bounteous blessings of cyberspace on their own miserable hard drive souls. These sordid sinners will have no place in the Church of the Torrent, for all information is holy, a communion of uploads and downloads. From when we share, it is like prayer carried on the wings of angels to those who hold the ports open. For torrents are our way of life, beloved seeders, and let no internet service provider tell you otherwise. Let no recording company impinge upon our rights that God himself charged when he made the music of the heavens, painted pictures of the mountains framed in full HD, made 4K, the movies of our lives. So they can take our bandwidth and sue us with bills for cable, fill us with fear and fable, but they can never stop the torrent. As long as the network binds us, and as long as one fiber connects us, we will never go offline. Now repeat after me the Cedar's prayer. Control-C, copy me.
Control-C, copy me.
To the place where I can be.
To the place where I can be.
Safe at rest, Control-V. Where the seed lives through me.
Where the seed lives through me.
And everyone say torrent.
Torrent.
Thank you very much.
Torrenting. You don't get American TV in Australia, so. Alright, so we have a special treat. It turns out it is not even 10 p.m. yet. And on the bill, it says that this thing goes till 11. So, what we're gonna do is, instead of giving you 5 poets and then releasing you out into the night early, we're gonna give you another 10 poets. So that way we're fulfilling our duty to the festival and filling out the whole time slot, but also more poetry! Alright, and so I blame my own rapid fire hosting skills. So we're just gonna keep rolling right on through. Up next, please give it up. Oh wait, I've got all my judges here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, awesome. All my judges are still here. Excellent. All right, please give it up next. Oh man, whiskey. Please give it up next for. I'm so sorry in advance. Yanni Tifans. Yanni, right here. Yes, please give it for Yanni.
Memenangkan dirinya daripada yang lain dapat kesalahannya.
Pikirku, menjadikanmu pusat dari semestaku adalah lumrah. Kelak hilang arah, tapi biarlah. Peduli apa memangnya? Kutelan penuh-penuh katamu. Balasan patah-patah datang dariku. Aromamu terlalu ada. Setiap inci tubuhku meminta. Tanggal sudah semua tirai segan. Tak terungkap jua dipandangmu. Lenyap pula segala terka. Tidakkah nyata dan tinggal lahap saja? Kini berdua, dipandangnya ku penuh makna. Masih sama dia? Hias. Udah enggak? Masih mau coba sama dia mungkin? Lebih baik enggak? I mean to you, you idiot. Dalam hati saja. Seketika malas berbahasa. Terlanjur sudah. Nestapa. Ah, sudah hapus saja. Ya sudahlah. Kalau jodoh tak kemana. Tapi ingat, kalau bodoh tak akan kemana-mana.
Never happens. Poets are never shorter than me. Anyway, judges! Score is in 3, 2, 1. Almost there, almost there. Gentlemen over here. Just gonna keep singing till I got all the judges score. Still waiting on 2. It's alright, it's okay. Alright, we have a 5.9. We have a 6.1. We have a 6.8. We have a 6.3. And we have another 6.8. Give it up for the poet! Also, I'm sorry, Yanni, Tiffany, not Tiffany's. They wrote it. No, whiskey. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Please give it up next for Risa Churia. Is Risa Churia here? Risa? She's coming. Awesome. Oh, I see you waving. Give it up for Risa.
Dari olehmu akan aku yang akan memberitahu.
Living and returning because God gave if also perfect never goes. Also like his love, like the gift of life death. I have synergies with grace and his love. I have justice dear, my cerebral spinal fluid, lack of fluid and the brine that will soon through my health. Scent of pine outside usually grip my health and all over in my body. Sometimes I'm unconscious when the pain bandaged head and the whole body. And the tragic pain, the tragically saw it finally. A doctor decided and sought surgery. Doctors say I had surgery. If not, I just have a maximum of 5 years old. 5 years to survive, and if the surgery doesn't work, then I will suffer paralysis. Every time the word seemed to be dramatic, I felt pissed and desperate and continuous in crime roll up all day. My parents take care of me and to continue my life, applicate edge inside by writing, poetry, and medicine into everyday. As long as the years change, the time passed by 5 years. Finally come. I was getting weaker, the shadow of death in the eyes of angel as of coming and gone. One day, boy, I call him, that's my friend, come to visit me. I'm crying all the time. I told him, will you stay away from me too? I'm going to die. He just smiled and sighed. I will stay with you forever. I will marry you. And I will marry you, really. We wipe my tear. I'm really going to marry you this year, or took you did. Then some afternoon, he came to purpose and immediately married me. We got married and stayed always dying and weak. That day I become his wife. Boy, my husband always encouraged me, stretching down afternoon dust.
Poets, we're gonna stop messing with this because I already got hit on those ones. All right, judges, I need scores in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're getting better. All right, we've got a 6.2, we've got a 4.8, we've got a 5.3, we've got a 5.1, and we've got a 4.3. Give it up for the poet. Excuse me. And up next, we've got Maria Karki. Maria Karki. Maria here. Maria, that's Maria right there. Give it up for Maria.
Carilah olehmu ajarlah arti yang baik berakal dan tak berbudi. Daripada memuji diri hendaklah sabar, lihat daripada orang jadi kafir.
I was told to say that because I'm a virgin at the poetry slam, I should tell you. So, this is my first time. Lover of Stars is an allegory, it's an intergalactic allegory that I wrote about searching for love on the internet. Lover of Stars meditated one night by her sea of intuition. Her untrue nature faded from her memory. She liberated herself from social expectations. She became the woman she was always meant to be. She decided to live a sensuous life. She decided to go to Earth to find love on the internet, and she bought some high heels. She flew past the silent moon to Earth. In Santa Fe, she met the magician. Can you find the moon inside of me? Are the stars hiding inside of you? How do I find them? Will you show me your stardust? Drink in my moonlight, sing your song out loud. I want to marry a song of the night and play in your heart. She wanted to say to him, baby, come home, but she didn't.
Get closer to the mic.
Thank you. She flew to Sonoma, California, and she met the sage. Should I put it up? Yeah. A lover of stars whispered to the sage, are you asking me out to play with you in the night, under the stars, or in a luminous galaxy far away where time and space disappear? Will you show me your stardust? Will the moon inside of you sing me a song? Come closer, she said. Put your hand into my heart. She wanted to say to him, baby, come home, but she didn't. Then she met Mr. Senor on Tinder. The night is quiet, the animals are asleep, the cats, the dogs, the frogs, the geckos making no sound. We're the only ones awake. I feel your quiet breathing on my neck and my shoulders. I feel the color of marine blue. Your hands are on my waist, you're molded deep into my back, your legs are paused on mine. I feel your toes dreaming. Look where I look, I see pink everywhere. You make me curious about the idea of you. You make me restless, the idea of you. I can't stop the idea of you. The temple chanting keeps me awake, the idea of you. She wanted to say to him, baby, come home, but she didn't. Then she went to San Francisco and she met the explorer. She said to him as they met for the first time, as I think about touching your face, I see that all the lines are the roads of your life that have brought you to me. And she said to him, baby, come home.
All right, judges. I need scores in 3, 2, 1. Y'all still on point with me right here. I'm like trying to do this timing thing and it's just not working out. All right, judges, scores in 3, 2, 1. Put them up. All right, we got them this time. All right, we've got a 6.3. We've got a 4.1. We've got a 7.5. We've got another 4.1, and we've got a 5.8. Give it up for the poet. Up next, we've got Jamie Jones.
My phone was on 50%. Sort of like me, not functioning up to my full potential. I've hidden in an old loft, alone in the dark, curled in a corner, again. With no friends, I mean, that's what my mind was telling me. My phone is on 50%. I have my charger, but this now empty loft has no power. I should leave now. See, this old dark loft was once mine, filled with hopes and dreams. I invited my father to live with me, to combine our talents and become a team. But just like the powerless loft, I was slowly drained and near off. He never knew how to be a father to me. I have time to change my mind as I'm staring at the rope. See, I'm an artist and I'm creative. But what good is that if I have no hope? I'm in a loft that was once mine, filled with dreams, until one day the ceiling came crashing down, literally. Hurricane Sandy, you didn't crush my dreams, you opened up the sky for new ones I just couldn't see. My phone is on 30%. I'm paralyzed, and I'm all alone fighting with myself. Snap out of it. No, you snap out of it. This is not your end, but I want it to be. This went on for hours. See, I'm an artist and I'm creative. I'm a problem solver, but most things I do are spontaneous. So I told myself to plan as I tied the extension cord so creatively over the stairwell just in case I get the courage. My phone is on 10%. Where's my creativity now? 9%. Just pick up the phone and ask for help. 8, 7, 6%. Let me just see how the rope feels around my neck. 5%. No. I know I have a story to tell. 4%. Just pick up the phone before it's too late. 3, 2, 1. I run and I tie the rope. I try. I cry. I can't. The phone is dead. I can't call anyone but you, God. Will you help me? I'm in this old, bright loft with no power. Something says walk around. I see this cord hanging over the counter. I take a chance. I plug my phone in. It turns on. I've seen the signs. This place is too small to hold all my hopes and dreams. I just had to fall to see. See, I'm an artist and I'm creative. But if I'd stayed in that dark loft thinking I had no choice, I wouldn't be here now living my dreams and sharing my voice. I wish I could package up my darkroom experiences and journey into the light with the ones that are still suffering and help them avoid the fight. See, my hands couldn't take my life.
On 3. 3. Or no, on 1. 3, 2, 1. Go to work. No, I didn't get my Working on it. Working on it. Working on it. Next time. Next time we'll get them all at the same time, right? Yep. Yeah? Well, now, still waiting. Come on, judges. I need scores right now. We got like 7 poems left. Alright. We've got a 7.7. We got a 6.3, we got a 6.9, we got a 5.1, and we got a 7.5. Y'all get all those? All good? Awesome. All right. Going rapid fire now. All right. Please give it up next for Jason Milina. All right, give it up for Jason.
It's a short poem, so I can introduce myself, blah, blah, blah. But it's just a journey, coming here and enjoying this great air, you know? I feel I have so much more intensity with the lungs. I can smoke more cigarettes, eat more food, be more hearty versus New York life and being in America. Forget about it right now. So yeah, it's a small intro, but into this. Son of the sun, without it there's none. Have you begun to dig apart while you run? Draining your power, stuck in the sour. Look to the unfanned peacock that simply walks. Grace commodified like slim Balinese figures by Art Deco in the 30s. Culture's always watching, like your room's corner's gecko. So dirty. Imbibe the air of the tribe. Looking to Balinese ceremony. Understand how they renew their lease to the earth's wireless fidelity. Truth's pungency stings sometimes. Can you smell me? Yet thoughts of real hip-hop make me want to rock non-stop. Couldn't cancel the bop that runs through me with your sneakiest iPhone technology. Digital age, turning the page on your frontal lobes, needing Yamamu Shiitake, aka lion's mane mushroom, to focus this prose. I was raised with mezcal in my bloodstream, smoky as tida baba, nothing. Eating is holy, dinner with family is church. Small prayers before and after, but between breaths of and skali. Before and after. But the ingredients now are changing. making men more women with extra estrogen, leaving women to hold the weight of the flaccid, cold-cut eating, non-fat milk drinking, over yin, need a yang, gang, bang. Kind of like Adu, the other poet, was saying, bone marrow runs dry, because I wrote this on the fly. Fly as airplanes or insects, letting inspiration flow like creeks from high peaks, and it leaks into your subconscious sleeps. Believe our dream, the poet's reality that flips the mundane into the hallowed. The mundane on a new track, a new train of thought. Peace to all you poets. Keep making the world anew. Peace.
All right, judges. I need scores. Y'all know what time it is. 3, 2, 1. I even went slow this time. Damn. All right, we got a 7.8. We got an 8.1. We got a 4.1. We got a 4.2. And we got a 4.5. Give it up for the poet. We got another poet, and then I'm gonna come up with something because I feel like y'all are losing energy. Alright, we got one more poet. We're kind of on this 5-poet cycle, and this is the 5th poet in this cycle. So coming up next, y'all don't even know what's coming. I don't even know what's coming. We're gonna figure it out. It'll be fun. All right, please give it up next for Upi.
Today, my bubblegum pink shirt sat cross-legged, sipping breakfast tea daintily in my armory. Too bright, it screamed, as for a brief moment it greeted the morning sun, only to scurry back into the closet's depths, a sentiment reciprocating with the constant discouraging voice of a specter. Today, though, these white-tight jeans made it past introversion's prison, closer into the nucleus of society, as it musters enough crystalline armor, admitted a tad fragile, but surprisingly effective today, deflecting the relentless jousts of the specter. Each day, little David, a smaller figure, perhaps symbolizing effeminacy, sharpens and hardens his 2 carob nuts, hidden craftily under his loincloth. For their existence, more so their strength, are constantly, crushingly, gruesomely cross-examined by the specter. Each day, job from the Bible, with HIVs, STDs, mental health idiosyncrasies, or other invisible disabilities, or just self-worth poverty, far too many self-inflicted, not per se intentional, but subconsciously, wrestles, again, with a mirror, making unforced errors at the corners of the zugzwang of anxiety, because job's little vial of being okay and acceptance shattered into dust by the perennial fart typhoon of the specter. The specter of excessive religiosity, a congregation of sickly white robes in an unauditable council of wizardry, a troupe of presidents whose spokespersons or tweets, Huckabee, spout demagoguery, a bloodthirsty, scorched earth march towards privilege retention and political ambition, of which too familiarly, those who didn't choose their identity fell first as the most invisibly desecrated casualty. The specter, the nameless many, ubiquity of the silent majority paving their comfortable path of least resistance, hell-bent on convenience and niceties and deference, for compromise stood atop their pedestal of worship, while suicide-causing obliterations of identity are left to mend alone, left by themselves wallowing in their silent reverie. The specter of token word equality reverberated as if wholly from the safe havens of liberalism's echo chamber, its defense now jargonistic, stale, as absent in color as Spectre's main character, James Bond, and his colorless, over-diluted martini that feigns potency, masculine stoicity, too many guys aspires to be. I dream that one day avenues like this can crush them down, the Spectre no longer in our society.
Barely skating in there on the time limit. All right, judges. Score is in 3, 2, 1. All right, we have a 5.5. We have a 6.9. We have 7.7. We've got an 8, and we've got a 6.5. Give it up for the poet. All right, so we got 5 poets left, y'all. I can feel the energy of the room coming down. Except for the volunteers, they're amazing. So, as y'all might have been able to tell, I am not from around here. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, which is, hey, do we have people from Houston in here? No, we don't. Yes, I'm the only one this time. Awesome. So, you know who else is from Texas, or from Houston? Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce is from my hometown. I'm real proud of it. So, what we're gonna do, we already had the selfie, we already had the dance party, now we're gonna have a sing-along. Because I know everybody in this room knows at least one Beyonce song. So, all together now. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can have a love for you in a minute. Matter of fact, you'll be here in a minute, baby. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can have a love for you as a world. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. All right, thank you for indulging me in that. All right, so 5 poets to go. 5 posts to go. I'm working on it, y'all. I know. I can feel it getting tired. We're getting there. 5 poets. Your bonus for the evening. More poetry. Yay! All right. Please give it up next for Dari Nugraha.
Akan memberitahu seteru. Lidah suka membenarkan dirinya daripada yang lain dapat kesalahannya. Carilah olehmu akanlah api yang baik berakal dan tak berbudi.
I dedicated this poem to all queers and queens. A raven, a black, beautiful raven, came up to me. He gave me a letter. I opened up. It said, Giri, I'm going to speak to you the way Giri I know would speak to you. First of all, when did you decide? When did you let those wolves decide to ruin you? When your life isn't fair, so what? That's what it is. So they mean girling you, they calling out your name at the school, LA faggot, and it hurts your soft spot deep inside. Well, guess what? Grow the hell up, because that is what it is. The Giri I know doesn't hide at his empty closet, crying like a bitch baby wearing his pants. The Giri I know is a warrior. He bites the bullet, he preserves life at all costs. So I want to know right now in this moment who you are. Because the pathetic shell of a queen I'm looking at right now doesn't deserve to stand up in this world and let alone God what to do. Next thing you know, I stand on the beach. I stand on the beach, I lit my cigar, I see a light. And over that light, I see blue fields and pink fields and these gorgeous masculine wolves with their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't see them together now. I can't seem to get over the light. I once was falling apart. I once was broken. And I look up in the sky, that the raven, the black, beautiful raven, and I say to him, Rave, what did you do to make a mark in this world? What mountain did you climb? Which angels gave you their wings? Which skies have you flown? When you reach the heaven, who was there to catch you when you fall? Did they tell you that you saved them too, like you saved me? That they're mending your wings, holding them up to the sun? Just step back and watch. You fly. And the raven reached out to me. He said, Kitty, if you gotta shine, you gotta fucking shine.
Alright, judges. We're almost done, y'all, I promise. Put scores in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we've got any day now, Alright, thank you. We've got a 5.2. We've got a 7.9. We've got a 9. We've got an 8.3. And we've got a 4.5. Crazy judges. Alright. So, remember how I said we're poets, not mathematicians? Turns out I'm real shit at counting. We've got 2 poets till we hit 20. So, we've got 2 poets left this evening. Please give it up. For Mati Zikoni.
On meeting her on Tinder. Not to matter with the postmodern grab or the atemporal try of any sense to sense of value and love. It's the price we paid and it feels new, don't it? The left, and wanna be right? Just for the one that will be right. And then you left your bed by half that closed-eyed moment to think of that old-timey world where you meet at the bar down the way. And the moment stuck to you too. It shouldn't feel new. Just you notice someone else that didn't swipe back. Just a different way of saying no. And no to the being who smiles, but doesn't make your face react. But how we met? Well, you had a, it's just, we didn't get that meet cute. Both right. And we talked about race and we talked about art. And a week from then we said we'd meet, just a simple walk and talk. I picked my favorite shirt and you came from work dress. And it's easy to look back now and explain the magic of your voice being lost that led to our first embrace, or the skin's conversations we knew better than the talkings from our inner organs. The future hasn't taken love away. Didn't do shit. It wasn't us that decided. So it was us that decided that better is better and problems are disposable. My honest truth is I'm just now learning how to let someone punch me again. Thank you.
All right, judges. I need scores in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it all at the same time this time. No. Okay. Almost there. All right. We've got an 8.9. We've got a 7.8, we've got a 6.2, we've got another 6.2, and we've got an 8.3. Give it up for the poet. All right, it's the time, it's the last poet of the evening. stir it around. All right. Please give it up for the final poet of the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival 2017, hashtag UWRF 17. Please give it up for Nunu Aziza! Here. Oh my god, if Nunu is in here. Like, oh, there she is. She's up the back. All right. Please give it up for Nunu!
So I'm blessed. Before I read my poetry about the tree of childhood, I want to say Selamat Hari Sumpah Pemuda. This is my first time. Usually I just write. I don't usually make a performance because this is a special day, so I'll try to stay here. I dedicated this for my community, Dapur Sastra Jakarta. Di bawah pohon kenangan. Keringat di tubuhmu banjir di musim di mana matahari sedang sangat setia. Kau yang baik hati tidak pernah tega mengusirnya pergi. Meski kau sebenarnya rindu hujan datang. Keringat di jiwamu ikut tumpah lewat air mata. Kau bilang tiba-tiba melihat pohon-pohon yang pernah kau naiki waktu masih kecil dulu. Di bawah pohon kenangan yang sudah lama ditebang itu, kau terseduh. Sebab akhirnya kita hanya bisa pulang pada rindu. Sebab akhirnya kita hanya bisa pulang pada rindu. Terima kasih.
Alright, judges, last time I'm gonna scream at y'all on a microphone. Let's see if we can do it for real this time. On 1. 3, 2, 1. Put 'em out! Yes, we did it! Really? Alright, we've got a 5.8. We've got a 4.2. We've got a 6.5. We've got an 8.4. 8.5. 5.4. And we've got a 6.8. Give it up for all of the poets this evening. Now, we've got prizes for first and second place from our lovely other sponsors. One is both will receive spa vouchers, but one to different spas. And also Ubud Writers and Readers Festival merch pack, so you get a t-shirt and a poetry book and a notebook and probably a pen, I don't know. But the spa vouchers are for the Cocoon Medical Spa and the Taksu Spa and Restaurant. So we're still waiting for the scores to get added up. Do I have? Okay, keep going. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'll do a poem. Okay, I got it. All right. As y'all might have noticed, I really like to dance, so this is a poem about that. I am a dancer. My blood is laced with C4 and fireworks, and music is the fire that touches it off. The resulting explosions rip my body down pathways paved with sweat and drums and rhythm. Dancing is an elemental, fundamental, strangely mental thing for me. Blood is the conduit between the body and the brain, and dancing with my body affects the dancing of my brain. A delicate dance that meanders through phases of sanity and its opposite twin. My ancestors left me many parts of myself, but this dance has run a blue streak through my family, not as visible as curls or freckles. It was never visible on my wrist because blood that moves so explosively to music is far too precious to spill, especially when it can dance my brain back to sanity on 2 occasions, 3 occasions, 4 occasions, 5 occasions, 6, 7, 8 occasions. Amy Winehouse saved my life. The
irony that a dead woman whose own brand of insanity killed her, gave me life, is not lost on me. On those nights, I sneaked into deserted studios and let my body detonate to Valerie and back to black. I learned that music could fight that blue streak as well as any therapy, and suddenly it made sense. Why my father used to play guitar every night. Why my white grandmother was obsessed with dancing cha-cha. Why her father was so good at clarinet. He was a guest soloist for the Benny Goodman Orchestra. Music has always been the fire in our blood. It's been our coping mechanism. It makes sense now why I am a dancer. My blood is made of C4 and fireworks, and music is the fire that Prometheus himself gave us just in time. Thank you. Little bit of self-indulgence out the way. Let's see who the winners are. Please give it up for Donnie and Murray and Virginia and Lee. They've all been amazing helps. Also, please give it up for the judges for sticking around this long. Thank you. Thank you also to the Barrett Reid Foundation and Hingga for making this possible. Thank you, Richard Llewellyn, for being here this evening as well. All right. In third place, winning not a spa voucher, but a merch pack. Please give it up for, with a score of 22.7. Please give it up for Adu Puisi. In second place, winning a spa voucher and a merch pack with a score of 23.7. Give it up for Gracia Tobin. And the winner with a score of 24.5 out of 30. Wayne Wayan, everybody. Please give it up for all of our poets this evening. Thank you very, very much. Good night.
Just for a second. Coming back here, yes. So, I would like to invite you all to give extra applause while Richard giving out the prize for the winner, the champion of UWRF and Readers Festival 2014. Wait, why? Where's the guy? Where's Wayne? Wayne, where are you going? Coming back here, sorry. Alright. So, We need a drum roll, actually. Alright. So the champion, officially, for UWRF Festival, Rise and Reach Festival Port Slam is Wayne Wyatt! And enjoy the prize! Thank you very much for coming over and giving out the energy. So if you want to hang around, go ahead. We might gonna have a pop-top poetry night before you guys go to sleep. If you want to join and enjoy. Thank you very much for your participation. With a lot of love to the poetry. Goodbye. Good night.